Hey guys, what's up? Everyone is doing well, and wherever you are, you are enjoying your life, keeping yourself and your families and your friends and neighbors safe. Uh, well, another day, another hike for Almani. It's been a while I recorded my hike. So here we are, and the word is still pretty difficult right now, and we are heading towards the fourth wave of COVID. Uh, with that new variant called Delta, and now they call it Delta 1, and it just goes on. And I don't know, these waves would carry on, God forbid, these would carry on for a longer time, because that the word right now, I mean, it's terrible, terrible, terrible. Everyone is sick of this whole scenario, and that lockdown phenomenon. But this is the only way we have to carry on. Apparently this is the only way we have to carry on. So yeah, things are quite dark, I would say. But being a human being, being thinking positive, there should be a light at the end of the tunnel. But this tunnel is quite long. People who think that it's over, this fight is over, I would give them a very friendly advice that this fight is not over yet. So be careful, and have your vaccines, and after vaccines still be safe, and stick to those SOPs like mask, washing your hands, and social distance. I know it's terrible, it's miserable, it's annoying, but you will get the opportunity to enjoy more, and be socialized, and uh, many get-togethers and all that stuff. But be cautious, and be thoughtful. And this current situation is the reality of time. This is the reality of time. So we got to act accordingly. And the world is going to be more difficult day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, second by second. This world is going to be very difficult. And my intuition always take me to a very gloomy situations all around. Don't think that I am pessimistic. I am positive. But as I say that we cannot close our eyes against the reality, like a camel in the desert. When the desert storm comes, camel just close his eyes. But as a human being, we cannot close our eyes against the reality. We have to keep our eyes open and see the reality and act accordingly. We cannot off leash ourselves for now. So, and honestly speaking, the people who have families, who have kids, this global environment right now, you can see the smoke all over, because this is our Alberta province. We share our borders with British Columbia, and we share our borders with Saskatchewan. And right now these fires are from British Columbia. Approximately almost 1,000 fires are going across right now in British Columbia. So it's a terrible situation out there, and they are out of control, and very few are man-made. This is an alarming situation. Very few are man-made fires, because sometimes, most of the time in a fire season, in summer, people just make few silly mistakes and leave the fires in the wilderness, or not taking care of these beautiful forests. But right now most of the fires are because of nature, Mother Nature, lightning and friction of dry grass and bush, and that is the alarming situation. And yeah, this smoke all over is terrible right now in Edmonton, in our city environment, outside environment condition. The parameters are 1 to 10, so it's rated at 9. It's so bad here. In this wilderness it's bit better, but there's an advisory for old people, and the people have breathing problems and some kind of issues with their breathing and with their health, so they are advised to stay home. So it's a terrible condition. So these wildfires and storms, they are increasing day by day, and I foresee very difficult situation. So my advice would be for my friends and families who have growing up kids. You never know, all of a sudden technology around us and these just imagine if this whole system collapses, what choice we have. There's only one choice. If our coming generations, even in our lifetime, we could see these things, but as I said, the growing children, make them strong, make them physically strong, mentally strong, and make them tough, make them really tough, so that these technological facilities and all these comforts, if all of a sudden if they go away, they have a chance to survive. And if they are, more into nature, wilderness, tough, more near to the basics of life, they have the chance to survive and somehow enjoy their life. So that is my advice, because I feel very sad. I feel very sad. I'm hopeful. That's what I should be. I'm hopeful. But hopeful, we should prepare our generations who are coming, who have already come, who are growing with us. They must be very strong. They must be very strong in their mental strength, in their body, in their physique, so that they can face the world, the environment, which is going to be very, very, very challenging. But hope prevails. But for now and in the coming days and years, things are pretty tough, and we got to be tough. So, having said that, your friend Almani is again in this wilderness, though it's so smoky and gloomy and blue all over. But this is the only place I enjoy. Still, the birds are chirping, birds are happy, everything is green, and we badly need some rain here, because once we get the rain, this whole smoke will just come down. So anyway, I hope everybody is doing well, keeping yourself and your families safe, and maybe see you in next video. And I have quite a few plans for some great hikes, but honestly speaking, because those destinations are far, far away from my home, and fuel is very expensive right now. The gas prices have gone like crazy. Today the fuel price is $1.40 per liter. It's insane. $1.40 per liter. So for the time being, I'm just holding myself for those hikes, because you always stretch your legs according to your bed size. So I'm holding those hikes, but definitely my walks and my local hikes are always there. I mean, when I'm doing these hikes, these walks, I feel like I'm alive. Otherwise, if I miss, like once in a while, I feel like something is missing in me. So these hikes are always there, and there are very few things I do right now. Always, rather. Hike. If I'm not hiking, I'm still in the wilderness and just sit alone and enjoy the solitude and some readings and of course some writings. And well, on that writing, I would like to thank my lovely friends and family members who came along with my writing adventure. I just recently finished my first ever story. It's kind of a biography, self-reflection, though it was in my own Sindhi language, but my family and friends, whoever has read that story, few have appreciated that story, few kept quiet. I don't know what is the reason. Maybe they didn't like, and maybe they liked, but they just kept quiet. And quietness is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So I appreciate their quietness, their appreciation, and I'll keep writing whenever and whatever comes in my mind. And it's a beautiful thing. And your encouragement and few words of endearment are really a source of great encouragement for me. So I really appreciate for that. So yeah, hike or being alone into the wilderness with solitude, quietness, and I'm trying to improve my reading habit. Actually, I think I have chiseled out my writing habit. I'm more into writing right now, but my reading habit, honestly speaking, let me confess this thing, that I'm lacking lots of consistency in my reading. So any word for improving my reading habit? Give me some words of wisdom to improve my reading habit. But yeah, I am into reading, and right now I would like to share a book I'm reading. I just started reading. Let me show you that. Yeah, I have just started a beautiful book from Henry David Thoreau, and it's a wonderful book named Walden. It's all about wilderness, and basically it's all about woods, nature. So I'm improving my reading along with my little bit writing, but I'm more comfortable in writing. But as everybody knows that more reading is good for more writing. So even I'm reading English and I'm writing in Sindhi, it does work, because it's not that if you are reading English, so you have to write in English, because reading just opens the word for you. It opens the word, it opens the word of knowledge for you. It opens your mind, and it gives you vocabulary, and it gives you ideas, and it gives you experience. And especially I'm interested into nature. So if I'm reading nature And then afterwards, I go into nature. I feel like I know this tree, I know this bush, not by name, like it's birch or it's, something else, but soul to soul. I feel like I know the history of this tree, the time this tree has seen, the seasons, the weathers this tree has endured. That's what I feel when I read the nature and then I go into the nature. So it's a beautiful feeling, and just try to do these things, I would suggest. But honestly speaking, before taking a task for writing or reading, for God's sake, start going into the nature. It's the most profound feeling you would generate in your soul, in your being. So try to go into the wilderness, go into the woods, immerse yourself into the nature, and I guarantee you'll feel the difference. You'll feel the difference. Having said that, I'll see you in another adventure. Of course, it's Almani's adventure. Bye for now.